My folks liquidated my university savings to rescue my criminal favorite sibling, so I vanished for a decade. But recently, once they discovered I'm prosperous, they seek my assistance. I never imagined I'd share this tale, but following recent events, I must unload it. Perhaps some folks will relate. Maybe you'll see me as cruel. Regardless, this is it. I'm 28 male today, but this begins at 18. My parents raised 2 children, me and my brother Tyler, older by 3 years. From my earliest recollections, it was obvious who the preferred one was. Tyler was flawless in their view, even amid his constant misdeeds. Let me describe my youth. When Tyler received his initial vehicle at 16, it was a fresh Honda Civic that father co-signed. When I hit 16, they gave me Tyler's worn-out clunker he'd driven 80,000 miles and wrecked twice. When Tyler pursued football, they purchased all his equipment, attended every match, and framed his uniform after the season. When I achieved honor roll for 3 terms straight, Mother said, "That's good, dear," without glancing from her device. But the true disparity wasn't in gifts. It was in what they overlooked. Tyler began troubles in junior high, minor issues initially, ditching lessons, arguing with instructors, facing suspensions. Mother and father would storm the principal's room as if Tyler suffered some massive plot. "He's simply energetic," Mother would claim. "Boys are boys," father would chime in. Meanwhile, I was confined for a week after missing garbage duty. High school marked Tyler's peak as a total failure. He was nabbed with marijuana in 10th grade, not merely using but distributing in the campus lot to new students. Father employed an attorney and persuaded the board that Tyler was aiding peers adjust to fresh surroundings. The attorney fee was $3,000. 11th grade involved the vandalism charge. Tyler didn't merely graffiti the competing school's symbol. He invaded their award display and defaced each trophy, snapped photos beside his creation, and uploaded them online. The district sought $8,000 for repairs. Father got a superior attorney for $5,000 and reduced it to volunteer work, which Tyler skipped. But my top memory was the event nearly expelling him in 12th grade. Tyler hosted a bash while parents visited my ill grandpa. Not ordinary gathering, he charged entry, booked a DJ, and converted our home into a club. Neighbors summoned police after a car ruined their barrier during parking. Officers arrived to discover 3 unconscious teens, a soaked cellar from a damaged heater, and Tyler unconscious on the rooftop with no recall of climbing there. The destruction exceeded $12,000. Father added another loan to handle it. In 12th grade, he scarcely passed due to more partying than learning. Yet parents hosted a huge graduation event and boasted to all about their pride in Tyler surmounting obstacles. They booked the VFW venue and welcomed 200 guests to honor Tyler's triumphs. I received a $20 voucher to a bookstore upon graduating with distinction. Throughout this, I twalled. I held a part-time role at a supermarket, kept a 3.8 average, and hoarded every cent for higher education. You see, my maternal grandparents established learning funds for both Tyler and me as toddlers. Not massive, but by 18, mine reached around $23,000. With my job savings and merit awards I'd secured, I could attend a solid public institution for software engineering. Tyler's learning fund, depleted by his 10th grade, used on legal costs and fines. But that was okay, per my parents, since Tyler wasn't academic anyway and might join father's building firm. What they omitted was that father's firm was hardly surviving because Tyler lost them deals. Tough to keep business ties when your offspring arrives at sites intoxicated, provokes workers, and pilfers supplies to trade for narcotics. Yes, that detail emerged during his second detention in 11th grade, but I'm jumping ahead. Let me recount the evening that altered all. It was March in my final high school year. I'd gained admission to public uni with a partial merit grant. I was thrilled. At last, my efforts were rewarding. I returned from supermarket duty at 10 p.m. to spot parents at the dining table with Tyler. He appeared awful. Red eyes, beard growth, that specific pallor from 48 hours in jail. This marked his 3rd drunk driving, and now he'd crashed his vehicle into a utility post. Fortunately, no fatalities. But the auto was destroyed, and his alcohol level nearly doubled the limit. Mother wept, father paced, and Tyler sat defiantly, as if owed by society. "We must discuss," father stated upon seeing me. I sat still in my deli-scented work outfit. "Tyler's in deep trouble," father started. "This 3rd drunk driving is a serious crime. He faces actual jail unless we secure the top attorney around." All right, I replied. Unsure why I was involved. What's the attorney fee? Parents glanced at each other. That should have warned me. $25,000, father murmured. The figure struck like a blow. $25,000, exceeding my full university savings. That's substantial, I uttered. We lack it, mother said tearfully. The firm struggles. We've remortgaged the home twice for Tyler's prior legal expenses, and I urged, though I sensed the direction. Father coughed. We must tap your university savings. Silence fell but for the fridge buzz. I gazed, awaiting a jest, a prank, any sign this was a cruel hoax. My university savings, I echoed gradually. It's temporary, mother hurried. Once Tyler recovers, once business improves, we'll repay with extra. We vow. Tyler chimed in. Hey, little bro, families unite, yeah? Plus, you're clever. You'll find another funding method. I'm facing 5 years locked up without this. I eyed this blood relative, this 21-year-old who'd never kept employment over 3 months, who drained our household thousands in fees and damages, sitting as if I owed him. No, I declared. Father's expression hardened. Pardon? I said no. Those funds are for my schooling. I've labored 4 years, saving all, kept top marks, won grants. Tyler chose his path. I won't cover it. What ensued is etched in my mind eternally. My mother, who nurtured me, stared and said, How selfish are you? Your sibling requires aid. What about my needs? I retorted. What about my prospects, my aspirations? You'll manage. Father dismissed. You always do. Tyler lacks your edges. What edges? Being accountable, striving, obeying rules. Tyler pounded the table. Geez, you're such a smug jerk. You feel superior because of grades and supermarket work. I feel superior because I don't drive impaired and risk lives, I countered. That's when Father erupted. He rose and pointed at me. Those funds are in an account under your mother's name. We'll use them regardless. Tyler is kin and kin supports kin. What am I? I asked softly. No reply. Next day, I visited the bank with mother. She pulled out every cent of my university savings, $23,416. Funds symbolizing 4 years of grandparents' affection, 4 years of my toil, 4 years of optimism for better days. Vanished. Instantly. I asked mother once more in the lot. Certain about this, she avoided my gaze. Tyler requires us now. You'll comprehend later. That day, I entered my advisor's room and canceled my uni acceptance. I cited family money crisis. She was upset. She'd aided with those grants. Home, I packed my room. I owned little. 4 years part-time left scant for belongings when saving for school. Tyler lounged playing games as if normal. Thanks, dude, he yelled without looking. I'll reimburse. Promise. I stayed silent. At supper, Father asked, so school plans now? I'll handle it, I echoed his phrase. Mother seemed uneasy. Perhaps a break year, save anew. Sure, I said. Just accumulate another $25,000 at $8.50 hourly from supermarket. Roughly 6 years without food or housing costs. Don't exaggerate, Father said. That evening I chose a path defining my next 10 years. I was finished as the dutiful one punished for duty. Finished as the overlooked offspring. Finished with everything. I had $3,200 in my account, saved for books and dorm. Not much, but sufficient for a bus ticket to San Francisco and perhaps a month's basics if frugal. I departed Tuesday morning when all were absent. Mother at her group, father working, Tyler likely nursing hangover. I stuffed essentials in 2 bags, left key on desk, and exited that home permanently. No note, no farewell. Just gone. First 2 years in San Francisco were toughest ever. I crashed on sofas, used hostels, slept in my vehicle, an $800 Honda with 200,000 miles, when broke. That car was a unique horror. Heater functioned only if dashboard smacked precisely. Passenger door opened externally, and it groaned like a suffering animal on startup. But it belonged to me unlike much else then. I took any job. Washing dishes at an all-night eatery where the chef schooled me in Spanish profanities beyond my English knowledge. Walking dogs for tech execs paying $50 to exercise their fancy pets while they twalled in pricey flats. Delivering for a spot serving $18 gourmet toasted cheese to intoxicated folks too lazy to prepare. Often 2 or 3 gigs simultaneously for a shared room with 5 others. My housemates were a shifting ensemble fit for comedy scripts. Marcus, the budding artist rehearsing avant-garde jazz at 3am Sarah, the student labeling every fridge item with name and date, even single mini carrots. And Fave Dave, sure he'd profit from personalized shirts with his own motivational sayings. His hit, "Life resembles a taco, you must keep it intact or all crumbles," he sold one to his mother. But bottoming out at 18 has perks. Youth for recovery and desperation for outworking others. On breaks and post-shifts, I'd hit the library and self-teach coding. HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Python, Java, any gratis online materials. I devoted free time to studying, creating small apps, restarting. After 8 months, I landed my initial tech role, support expert at a startup crafting eatery programs. $35,000 yearly felt like jackpot after low wages. The startup embodied valley disorder, 25 crammed in space for 10, 80-hour weeks on caffeine and stock hopes. Fridge held 3 constants: old yogurt, abandoned Asian takeout gone alive, and 47 unwanted kombucha types everyone faked liking. But I adored it. First time surrounded by folks prizing smarts and effort over ties and excuses. Colleagues ignored my Ohio roots or brothers' chaos. They valued my 2am server fixes and next-day UI suggestions. The boss, Marcus, summoned random urgent meetings for paradigm changes and synergy chances. Most could have been memos, but Marcus, 26, thought himself next jobs. He donned identical black tees daily, claimed 30 duplicates and pushed creative vibe, meaning beanbags over seats and a faulty ping-pong setup as conference surface. I soaked it up. Learned operations, tech, clients. When Sole Coder quit after 6 months, due to Marcus' weekly roadmap flips, I offered to assume duties despite no prior pro software. I spent evenings and weekends self-learning advanced code, analyzing base, patching errors, adding functions. The CEO, 26-year-old Ivy League quitter named Marcus, saw my output. After a year, he said, "No clue your history, but you're most motivated I've seen. Want to head all tech dev." At 20, I led tech for 50-person firm. That venture failed eventually. Many do, but I gained skills and contacts. Next gig at stable outfit building corporate mobile apps. Better salary, shares, exposed to new industry facets. But big break in 2018 at 24. I'd observed remote tool boom and spotted overlooked gap. Platforms emphasized video and chats, but ignored tech team project collab. I prototyped spare time. System merging code stores, task tracking, live teamwork deploy tools seamlessly. Essentially swapping 5 separate dev tools. Deeper work showed potential. Quit job January 2019, spent 6 months on MVP via savings. Funds gone, I consulted days for rent, coded nights. Subsisted on instant noodles and brew, slept 4 hours, likely poor companion then. But July 2019, functional product. Named DevStream, early version crude but fixed issue. Contacted all known devs for trials. Month later, 200 users, 3 months, 2,000. Year-end 2019, 15,000 users, first income. Then investors called, skip funding tedium, it's tedious. But March 2020, $2.5 million seed round, ideal timing. Pandemic struck, remote surged, every firm needed distributed aids. DevStream jumped 15,000 to 150,000 users in half year. 2020 close, 500,000 users, hiring quicker than training. 2021, $50 million yearly sales. 2022, earnings positive, buyout bids incoming. Didn't sell. DevStream, my creation, forged from zero when I had zero. Instead, Series B valued firm $400 million. Me, kid whose uni funds stolen for brother's rescue, worth $200 million theoretically. But triumph doesn't match bottom fantasies. Satisfying, yes. Mostly more duties, proud of creation but not proving to kin anymore. They seemed from another's narrative. Now last month, in San Francisco office checking quarterly figs with finance head when aide knocked. Call for you, she noted. Says she's your mom, no family contact over 9 years. 0. They unknown my location, work, survival. I'd switched numbers, relocated often, rebuilt adulthood alone without trace. Say I'm busy, I replied. Calls persisted. Daily for week. Mom, dad, once Tyler. Ignored each. Then Forbes piece published, 30 under 30. The non-grad CEO transforming distant labor, full feature on me and DevStream. Images, history, details. Noted Ohio small town origin, scrapped college to San Francisco, built $400 million entity from nil. Article spread in tech world. 24 hours shared widely online. Thus family located me. Next day aide said 3 visitors in lobby. Part curious. 9 years passed, their wants, appearance, Tyler matured, parents regretted choice, admit them, I directed. 5 minutes, door opened, family entered, aged clearly. Father grade, gained pounds. Mother more lines in discount store attire. Tyler, 30-year-old perpetual child, Unkempt, unfit, in pants and creased shirt, likely mother's rushed fix for decency. They gawked at office. Tall windows, bay view, fancy decor, walls of honors and inventions. Not life of someone who managed post-fund theft. Life of unimaginable winner. Heaven's mother murmured, "All this yours? My firm, yes," I affirmed, staying seated. "What do you seek?" Father coughed. "We saw the piece, unaware of your success, unaware of anything," I amended, "never checked. We attempted," mother hasted. "Post-departure, we sought you. Filed disappearance report, hired detective." "For what duration?" "Quiet, how long searched?" I insisted. 6 months roughly," father confessed. "Detective said you'd appear when prepared, couldn't fund ongoing." "Sure, couldn't fund. Save for Tyler's next fee, doubtless." Tyler spoke. "Dude, unfair, we fretted constantly." I chuckled, truly fretted. "Tyler, you appreciated my fund sacrifice, then gamed. Worried on next buzz, not me." Quiet resumed. Through glass, city hummed below. Folks commuting, forging lives, pursuing goals, as I had. "We'd explain," mother said gently. "Explain what?" "Robbing my tomorrow for favored one's ease. Picking his safety over my aims. Never checking my okay with education loss for his costs. Planned repayment," father argued. When, decade passed, repaid, more quiet. "How's Tyler faring?" I queried. Lawyer succeeded, life fixed, sober, career. Faces revealed truth. Tyler fidgeted, some hurdles but improved, sober 6 months. Kudos, job, between roles now, how long? 8 months. Jobless longer than sober. Advancement, perhaps. Mother near tears. Admit errors, hurt you. "But you're our child," missed daily, missed enough to quit search after 6 months. Unsure next steps, she murmured. I rose, approached window, viewed city granting what family denied. Chances, merit wins. Folks valuing input, not relations. "Why here?" I asked, back turned. "Reconnect," father said. "Restore you to our lives, be kin again." I faced them. These shapers of my youth who devalued me taught conditional affection, kin preferences. "Home finances?" I asked. Father startled. "What money status?" Tyler jobless, U60s, firm likely faltering. Situation, managing, mother cautious. "Tyler's residence," I pushed. "With you." "Short term," Tyler grumbled. "How short?" 6 months. 2 years, 5. Complex, father said. I agreed. Saw Forbes on my $200 million, thought salvation arrived. Not our reason, mother claimed. Avoided eyes, isn't it? 9 years, no wonder. Magazine notes wealth, sudden reconnect urge. Couldn't fund detective for lost child, but afford flights to San Francisco on rich lost child discovery. Tyler's anger rose. Traits endure. Fine, you're thriving, don't need us. But still kin? Are we? I asked. Kin don't rob kin don't desert kin don't favor and leave other to manage solo. Never deserted, mother objected. Removed my tomorrow for Tyler's sake. What term? Father advanced, erred. Realize now, but Tyler faced incarceration and I education loss. Only one concerned you. Assumed you'd recover, father desperate, always capable, intelligent. Knew you'd succeed, I did, despite you. But succeeding and being kin differ. Quiet fell but for AC were and far traffic. At last, mother tried final plea. We adore you, always have. Erred, but you're our boy, mean anything? I examined her, seeking truth, regret. Sign beyond cash. Saw urgency, how much required? I asked softly, they exchanged looks. Pardon, father said. Didn't come solely to bond, came needing funds. Tyler's amassed more bills or debts. Savings depleted. Home loaned. Facing ruin or more. So amount, quiet eternal, Tyler cracked. Rough since father's mishap. What mishap? Fell from roof last year, mother detailed. Back injury, can't build anymore. Insurance short. And health costs, how much? I repeated. 80,000, father breathed. Medical home debt, Tyler's recent charge fees. Recent charge? Thought sober. Am sober, Tyler defended. Charge predated, old issue surfaced. I returned to desk, sat. These 3, hopeful, urgent. Awaiting my wallet fix. Know what $80,000 means now? I asked. They shook no. 6 hours DevStream income. Office coffee 4 months under my watch cost. Hope sparked with. But know what $25,000 meant at 18. I went on. Hope dimmed, everything, my tomorrow. 4 years grandparents' care and giving. Chance to exceed overlooked Ohio youth. You discarded without pause. Desperate, mother begged. I was 2, nobody minded mine. I accessed laptop firm accounts, figures to stun them. Wealth from 80-hour weeks, couch sleeps, self-taught unteachable skills. Could draft check solving all, I said. Clear home, Tyler fees, father health, surplus for comfy life. They waited, but won't. Tyler raged, joking, we're kin. No, Tyler, kin aid mutually, kin trust mutually. Kin don't rob to rescue repeat offender dozen times. Decade ago, he yelled, what done in decade? Built. Given, learned from costly lessons my funds funded. No response to parents. Worse, not money taken. Cash replaceable. It's disbelief in me. Certain Tyler investment worthy. I just dutiful manager never pondered my potential with support. Believe now mother sobbed. Now profitable. Now checks possible. But where belief at 17, dual jobs, college saving. We're at straight A's while Tyler jailed. Father last try, past unchangeable, future kin possible. I denied, no, unlearned lessons. Here not for pride in my feats or wrong realization. Here needing from me what needed. Mother urgent, to gain pardon, I pondered long. Time travel, choose alternate, trust me timely. Back my aims, not ruin. Love me as is, not for Tyler aid. Can't, she whispered. No. Like I can't feign last decade from your trust, not despite distrust. I opened door. Done, Tyler final desperate, maybe best. Right to exclude, became selfish icy type valuing cash over kin. Glad we took fund. You become jerk regardless. I grinned, truly, Tyler had zilch when taken, car slept. Noodle diet, triple jobs for shared bed for strangers, happier than home with you, got fortunate with dumb software. No escape devaluing folks. Success extra. They exited gradual. Mother glanced back door, tears flowing, hope eventual pardon, she said. Already did, I replied, but pardon not trust, not funds. Post-exit window stood long, city watch. Aide knocked, entered. How went? She soft. 2 years aide never saw me shaken. As anticipated, I said, needed cash, not bond. Sorry, back to desk, to built firm, to forged life from void. Don't, I said, I'm not, 3 weeks prior. Few more calls unanswered. Tyler long mail deleted unread. Mother contacted via firm support, desperate creative. Update, 2 months post-share. Wow, unexpected viral. Thanks all sharing kin tailies. Showed not alone. Some requested update, here's events. Tyler jailed again last month. Fresh drunk driving plus drug hold. Using months, not 6 claimed. Mother phoned firm line seeking me, pleading lawyer aid. Didn't accept. Father's health costs worsened. My cousin, mother's nephew.